Hello, and welcome to the third episode of the Faculty Miniseries, a monthly video series which highlights Seneca Library supports for faculty. My name is Michelle Gonzalez, and I'm a copyright librarian and liaison for the Faculty of Arts. In today's episode, we'll be talking about copyright and online teaching. We'll go over some copyright tips, resources, and support for faculty. Please note that this video is for informational purpose and is not meant to serve as legal advice. How is copyright different in an online teaching environment? In most cases, copyright considerations are the same, whether you are teaching in person or online. But first, let's start off with a quick copyright refresher. Copyright, in the simplest terms, is the right to copy. It gives creators of original creative works the exclusive legal right to copy, adapt, distribute, and sell their works. In Canada, we have something called the Copyright Act, which defines not only the creator's rights, but also the user's rights. Original creative works, whether they are in print or online, are protected by copyright. This includes many resources which you may already be using in your courses, such as articles, books, websites, and videos. Copyright is automatic, and the creator doesn't need to add the copyright symbol to protect their work. This means that often, we'll need to get permission from the copyright holder to use their material. This brings us to our first tip, which is to link directly to the source. Linking is a quick and easy way of sharing resources with your students. It doesn't require permission from the copyright holder because linking doesn't involve copying the work. When sharing links, it would be good practice to check that you are sharing legitimately posted sources with your students. For example, there are cases when short excerpts or even the entire work has been posted online without permission from the copyright holder. If you're unsure, the copyright team is available to help. If you must make a copy of the resource, our next tip is to make sure to follow and apply fair dealing guidelines. Fair dealing is a user exemption in the Copyright Act. It allows faculty to reproduce and share copyrighted works with their students without the need to get permission from the copyright holder. To apply fair dealing, there are conditions which faculty must follow. When reproducing a work under fair dealing, faculty may only copy and share a short excerpt. This typically means copying up to 10% of an entire work. For example, fair dealing allows faculty to scan one chapter of a print book and post it to Blackboard. Another important component when applying fair dealing is making sure that you provide attribution to the material. It's not required to use citation styles such as APA or MLA, although you may wish to do so as an example for your students. For fair dealing, you can use a simple attribution which include details about the source, such as the name and link, and information about the creator, such as their name or username. If possible, also consider posting the materials to Blackboard so that it's only accessible to your students. Check out the Fair Dealing Assessment tool, which helps you determine if you can copy and share the material. This interactive tool guides you through the fair dealing factors and lets you know if you can reproduce and share the work with your students. When considering copying under fair dealing, it's also important to ensure that the source doesn't have any restrictions prohibiting you from copying and sharing the material. This brings us to tip number 3, which is to read the fine print. Websites and other online sources typically have terms of use which let you know what you're permitted to do with their content. There are some websites which prohibit copying, downloading, or reposting their content even if it's for educational purposes. At the same time, there are media streaming sites such as Netflix, which generally have licenses which only permit personal use. Content from these kinds of sites, even if you're using just a short excerpt, may not be copied or shown in class because of its license terms. If you're looking for films for your online course, reach out to your liaison librarians or check out the library streaming video databases. When creating course materials such as lecture slides, consider using copyleft content. There are many online resources, including images, audio, and videos, which can be used without seeking permission from the copyright holder. Copyleft includes materials which are shared under an open license, such as Creative Commons. It also includes content in the public domain, which are works that are no longer protected by copyright. The Copyright at Seneca Guide has a list of websites where you could find openly licensed works, such as the Seneca Sandbox free audio and images site. These websites would also be excellent resources to share with your students to help them with their digital assignments. Finally, connect with us for more information about alternatives to copyrighted course resources. As the subject expert, you're best in determining which resources would be relevant for your course. However, if you're not sure how to start searching, your liaison librarians can point you in the right direction. We can help by showing you resources in your subject area and also share tips on navigating them. For example, Seneca Libraries has great resources which you can share with your students, including articles, ebooks, and streaming videos from the library's databases. There are also many excellent OERs, or open educational resources, which allow faculty to use and sometimes even adapt without getting permission from the copyright holder. If you're using a variety of copyrighted and/or alternative course materials, we also invite you to check out Leganto, a course resource management tool already integrated in Blackboard. Through Leganto, faculty can easily build and share resource lists which comply with copyright and fair dealing. If you'd like to know more, your liaison librarians would be happy to get you started. And there you have it, 5 easy copyright tips when teaching online. For more copyright information, please check out the Copyright at Seneca Guide. If you'd like to learn more about copyright, we encourage you to complete the online copyright training modules. The self-directed modules provide Seneca employees with a general overview of copyright, fair dealing, and related college policies. If you have any questions, please reach out to the copyright team at copyright@senecacollege.ca. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for our next faculty mini-series episode.